And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's Travis Coons now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This one taken from the 7. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
To throw is Rivers. Out to the left here to Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Rivers now looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Over the middle here to Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Defense is going to every game talking about winning the early downs to make third down a difficult assignment for an offense. On that play, the defense accomplished its goal.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To throw is Wilson. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking deep, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the cutback to the sideline. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential. But I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw, Rivers, and eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. Second down, Rivers. A screen to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Shift together here from the D-line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll bite, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Russell Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver left, three to the right. On play action, Rivers. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley. 72 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. Now it's Patterson. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And some room to work. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Stays on his feet. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
Hurry up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will get this into the end zone